I should.
Have you been to Imperial Hill?
Yes, I have been to Imperial Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, for video will be better there than here, or no?
Really?
Yeah, because you have more.
They said the videos here are. I think the videos here are really good too. I've watched a lot here. I feel like you get a better view of the planes taking off here, but with the planes coming in.
Let him tell his thoughts, what his thoughts are.
Well, that way there you can see it landing and you can see it take off at the same time.
Yeah.
Because the plane is tossing in, tossing out.
Mm-hmm,
What
yeah.
do I feel?
I'll switch, but I'll switch in between the two.
Yeah. I'm here now, but maybe later today or tomorrow we can decide.
Okay, yeah, we're live. It's cool. We're live. See if we can get a good view of these planes coming in. United 737. I think 737. I can't really see that well, but that's fine. Do you mind? So I'm live right now. Do you mind bringing over that stool so I can scan on that? It's gonna be so much easier for me. Hello, guys. Is that strong enough?
Yeah. Let me just finish doing something. I'm taking a picture of you.
Let's stand on top of this. Our next plane coming in just a minute. This does not feel sturdy.
I think you can do it.
But yeah, it's a circle. That's not gonna work. Okay. Figure this out. Live view of the Delta plane coming in. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful right there, guys. Pretty buttery landing. Let's head back over to United taking off.
Okay, can I send that to your family?
I'm live. Hi, everybody. Double check our live stream. Keep an eye on United taking off now. Double check our live stream. There we go, it's looking good. It's looking fresh, guys. The live stream is looking very, very fresh. There we go, I'm trying to save some battery.
What can I do here, Blake?
United with a nice takeoff. Say my name.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, United, we have a good takeoff. Let's make our way back over here. See if I can get my eyes on it. I can hear you. Okay, we have a Delta operated by SkyWest Embraer 175 coming in. Okay, SkyWest Embraer 175 with a very smooth landing. I would expect no more. Great view of, I think, Aero Mexico taking off on the south side. I think this is reliable to stand on. YouTube the Ches channel, Ches Aviation now. It has changed. I'm gonna lower this down a little bit more, guys, so I can have better control of the camera. JetBlue A320 landing on the south side, coming in from Reno. United CRJ 700 SkyWest about to take off, going to Aspen. Risky landing there. Oh. Sorry guys, the camera's not focusing. There we go. SkyWest still taxiing. Right there. Let's make our way back over. Okay. Advanced Airlines PC-12 taking off on the south side. Heading to Merced. PC-12 one-engine plane operated by Advanced Airlines. The route was recently taken over and that plane is heading up to Merced. Trying to get a view of it. See if I can get a nice view of it. We got a view of the theme building. And Pilatus is literally like a dot. I don't think I can get it on camera. I think I did. There's Pilatus PC-12 heading off to Merced Advanced Air. Okay view. An okay view. We should have Alaska Airlines taxiing to head up to Anchorage in Alaska in just a few minutes on a Boeing 737. And it is hot in the direct sun right now. Trying to find the helicopter that we hear. I cannot see it, but I can hear it. Let's check Flight Aware to see what's happening. Let's check the radar. Oh, there's the helicopter. It's behind that building. I see it on the... I don't know why, but the helicopter is circling the terminals. Seems to be. See, next plane coming in on the south side was Air Canada coming in from Toronto, which just landed. If I can get a view of that. Right there. And we have American Embraer 175 taking off. I believe this one's operated by Republic Airways. Beautiful takeoff right there. Over here we have Southwest Airlines taking off. Nice view of that. Landing here at LAX. A little bit bumpy, but it landed. And there we go. We have a United CRJ 700 going off to Aspen. Just took off. Just took off, everybody. There we go. Let's see if I can get CRJ 700 in view. It's now just a dot. There we go. We got a view of our CRJ 700 taking off. The foam stayed. I did not realize that my mic fell. Sorry, guys. No, I kept commentating. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. We have a going off to Kona right now. We have Hawaiian Airlines A321 heading off to Kona in Hawaii. Let's get that in frame. There we go. Beautiful view of the A321 taking off. Starting to see our first view of the planes coming in on the north side. There we go, Hawaiian Airlines with a smooth takeoff. United Airlines 787 Dreamliner just landing on the south side. Right there. And we have a Delta 7. I can't tell if that's an A321 or a 757. Let's zoom in. Oh, and we also have the Delta CRJ 700 lining up and waiting, holding short right there at the runway. And that's also going to be heading right after United CRJ 700, heading to Aspen. So as the Delta A321 is taking off, we have a helicopter. We don't usually see those helicopters here at LAX. That's a rarity, but they're here. Let's head back onto Delta A321 taking off. There we go. Right there. Right behind Hawaiian Airlines. And we have Alaska Airlines 737. I think coming in from Seattle or Portland, I'm not sure, but it's one of the two. Alaska Airlines had their last Q400 flight yesterday, and they are scheduled to have they had their last Q400 flight yesterday, and 2 weeks ago they had their last A320 flight, retiring the A320s due to them only wanting to be operating one fleet. That is a smooth landing. Beautiful, not even any tire smoke there. Delta Airlines A220 heading off to Houston, Texas, I believe. Let's check our flight radar. As that plane is taking off, I'll just position it right there. Korean Airlines 747 Heavy, 747 Super about to take off on runway 25. I think runway 25 left. We'll see. United Airlines landing on the right runway. We have a coming in from Sun Valley, Idaho. We have a either Santa Barbara or Sun Valley, Idaho. I believe we have a Embraer 175 operated by SkyWest. Right there. Good landing. Going to Aspen, we have our CRJ 700 on the runway, ready to take off. And on the left side, we have American Airlines A320 taking off, A321 taking off. But let's head back over to our CRJ 700. A nice view of that. It's a hard plane to track since it is so very small. There we go. I'm zoomed in all the way. That's how small it. Look at it right there next to the Korean 747. That's how small the CRJ 700 is, made by Canada Regional Jets. Let's see what planes are coming in. We have Korean Air about to come in, and our next two planes coming in. On the left side we have a from DTW we have Spirit Airlines landing, and on the right side we have Alaska Airlines landing, coming in from Seattle. Beautiful view right there. Coming in from Seattle. Nice view of that plane. Look at that view. Nice. 737 MAX 9. Brand new plane, just about 2 years old. Is that a 757 I see? Private plane taking off on the left side of the airport. Right there. Nice view of it.
One more time. This. Okay. Everything on. Ready?
And we have Delta Airlines 757. Let me zoom out, guys. I need to go for 1 second. Just give me a second while they're taking off.
Do that again.
I heard you. Delta Airlines 757 taking off. Two left. And here we go, guys. We finally have our big lineup with the biggest commercial plane in the world, the A380 and the 747. They are both the mighty beasts, one in the 747 and one in the A380, Asiana and Korean Air, and they're both racing to Seoul, Korea. They're going to leave within 5 minutes of each other, and this is just super crazy. 5 minutes, look at that big lineup that we have right there. We have the Asiana A380 and the 747 for Korean Air. Taxiing super slow. Let's head over to another Embraer 175 landing. American Airlines operated by SkyWest. Right there we go. Little bit of a late landing. Right on the touchdown zone. That's what I like to see. A little bit bumpy, but that's fine. United Airlines 777 I think going to Chicago or Tokyo. I think going to Chicago. Chicago is taking off. There we go. Zoom out and let's check the radar again. Let's check flight aware. We have 2 Southwest 737s coming in. Next one coming in from San Francisco, and the next one coming in from Sacramento, and the next one, another plane coming in from Seattle, and that is going to be an Alaska Airlines cargo. We have a plane getting ready to land from Auckland, New Zealand, on a 15-hour flight on the south side. I believe New Zealand Airways. And the next plane on short final here we have Delta coming in from Mississippi. And let's just look right here at the biggest commercial plane in the world about to take off. Asiana A380, we see you. Look at that plane. JetBlue taking off, going to JFK on the south side. A320. JetBlue taking off with the brand new Mint plane going to JFK. The Asiana A380, biggest plane in the world, lining up. And we have the Delta plane coming in from Mississippi, about to land. Do I focus on the plane that's landing or the plane that's taking off? What should I choose? Let's choose the one that's landing, and then we can cut back to the one. Whoa. Sorry about my camera work right there. Delta 737-900 with the sharklets and the winglets coming in. With an early touchdown. And now let's focus to the other side where we have Delta Airlines taking off. There we go. It's very odd to see them do with an immediate bang to the left. They didn't even go over the ocean. Immediate bang to the left. There they are. Our next plane coming in from San Francisco, is the 737. Southwest Airlines coming in from San Francisco. Let's get a nice view of that. There we go. Whoa. There we go. There we go. We have 737 landing. With a smooth landing we see. And we have the 2 biggest planes in the world about to take off. The Korean Air 747 and the Asiana A380, both double-decker planes. We got here, perfect timing. private 737 over here, taking off from Van Nuys. We have one more Southwest plane landing, and we're going to get ready for the Korean Air 747. The plane is so big, when I zoom in all the way, it doesn't even fit in the frame. Okay, guys. Let's check our view count right after we see this Southwest plane land coming in from Sacramento. Nice. And on the left side, after that landing, we have the 787 New Zealand Airways coming in from Auckland, New Zealand on a 15-hour flight. And we're about to have some 16-hour flight planes leave. Right here we have the Asiana A380 and the Korean Air 747. Adjust my mic a little bit for you guys. Let's check flight aware and see our planes coming in. Our next plane landing is going to be United Airlines coming in from Boston. And lining up and waiting, we have the Korean Air 747 about to take off. Deb Bradley. Thank you so much for tuning in, Deb Bradley. Korean Air 747 about to take off. Here on the roof of the H Hotel. And let's get a view of that 737 MAX coming in United Airlines. Right there we go. And then on the left side, after that landing, on the left side, we have a Alaska Airlines Embraer 175 heading to San Jose. Here we go. Second to biggest commercial plane in the world, the 747, and then the A380. They're both racing to Seoul, Korea. Within 5 minutes of each other, they're going to be taking off. And let's see which plane's going to arrive in Seoul, Korea first. The race of the champions. This Korean Air 747 and the Asiana A380. Two biggest competitors in the world. Alaska Airlines taking off on the Alaska Airlines going to Portland, taking off on the south side. Let's head back over to Korean Air, about to take off. There's the A380. We have the A380 right there. And there we go, we have the Boeing 747 about to take off, going to Seoul, Korea. Korean Air, super, not heavy, but super. Here we go. Don't forget to chat, like, and subscribe. For more videos like these, more live streams, please subscribe. And we have the biggest plane of all time taking off right there. Not the biggest, but close to the biggest. 747 going to Korea. And we also have a United 737 landing right now, but that's not nearly as important. Let's just go on it for 1 second, because why not? There we go. Nice landing. Nice one. Let's head back to Korean Air. Korean Air usually never gets to go first. It's usually Asiana that goes first. The biggest commercial airplane in the world is going to be taking off in just a couple minutes. Oh. In just a couple of minutes, the mic fell again. Sorry, guys. There we go. Let me tighten my hoodie. There we go. We are safe and sound. I'm getting ready for the biggest plane, the biggest commercial plane in the world to take off. Next video that I take of you, I'm going to share with Kenny Solomon. They can hear you. This is it's a very sensitive mic. You can hear it talking like this. You can hear. Okay. We have the biggest plane in the world taking off here. Asiana A380. Waiting for those jet wakes to go away. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest commercial plane in the world, the A380, going to Seoul, Korea, is taking off. Asiana Super. Using up the majority of that runway. And the nose wheel is off the ground. There we go, we have Asiana Super A380 with a smooth takeoff. Our next plane coming in, I don't know where it's coming in from, but it is a American Airlines A321. A321 Neo. That is a beautiful, beautiful takeoff. I mean landing. Same thing, whatever. I'm gonna turn up my fluid drive control on the tripod. That way you guys have a smoother turns right now. There we go. Let's turn up the fluid drive control to have smoother turns. Oh, nuts. Smooth like butter. And we still have that helicopter up there still flying. I wonder what it's doing. Just a helicopter in the sky. I can see it with my eyes, but I can't focus on it with the camera. I don't think I can see that helicopter. Whoa. It's too high up vertically for me, but still pretty cool. Our next live stream will be at Harold Hill. We're coming in on the final 20 minutes of our stream today. Let's see if we can get a view of our next plane all the way out there. Zoom out again. I do not think I have a view on the plane yet, but once it gets closer to my camera, oh, I think we have it. I see it. It's a United Airlines 737. Let's zoom in. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Fairly steep approach, but a nice landing indeed. Those American Airlines planes and all the planes waiting there next to the runway have to wait a long time for the jet wake of that plane, of the A380 to disappear, and that takes about like 6 minutes for the jet wake of that aircraft to disappear. It's like a boat, like you're water skiing in a boat. The wakes of the boat affect the other boats. So a small plane cannot take off after a big plane, or else it will crash because of the force of air. See if I can cut over if we can see some cool planes at the terminal. We can't see Tom Bradley Terminal, but we can see some other cool views. And I'm happy to now know that my phone hotspot works fine for the live stream. That makes me very happy. We have Aeromexico, Delta, and American about to take off. While we're doing this, let's take a look on the flight radar so we can see our next plane that's coming in. Our next plane coming in is a Southwest 737 coming in from Albuquerque, going 226 miles an hour at 1,900 feet. Do we have a view of it yet? I see it, but the camera can't see it yet. I'll turn when I think it's time. And the next plane coming in after that is a Delta A320 coming in from Salt Lake City. And then after that, we have a plane coming in from Phoenix, American Airlines. And then after that, we have a bigger plane coming in from Portland, and then a plane coming in from Philadelphia. And we have another big takeoff on the other side. We have a cargo 737, a cargo 747, I mean. But the passenger ones are cooler, in all fairness. There we go. Nice view. Now we have our plane coming in from Albuquerque. I don't know if American's going to take off first, or are we going to have Southwest Airlines land first. Let's catch the landing first, and then we can always catch the end of the takeoff. Can't redo touchdown. That's for sure. Now we have a view of our plane, I think. Let's focus the camera. There we go. Southwest Airlines popping in. Nice. And we made it in time to see the American Airlines A321 take off on runway 2 left. Sire, we have the American Airlines A321 taking off on that runway. We now have the Aussie accent when we go plane spotting in Sydney. Speaking of Aussie, I think we have Qantas coming in soon. But even cooler than Qantas, we have Air Tahiti Nui with one of my favorite liveries, that big blue plane. 787 about to head off to Tahiti. That plane about to head off to Tahiti. Air Tahiti Nui is taxiing absurdly slow. Let me mute my mic for a second, guys, and I'll be right back. If I can find my mouse, there we go. Okay, and our mic is, oh, sorry guys. Let me go, clipping. There we go, we're back. Turn down the mic just a tad bit right there. Okay, there we go. We have our mic levels perfect, and we have a Delta Embraer 175 operated by SkyWest coming in. Leaving, I mean. And then I believe we have another plane coming in from Salt Lake City, Delta Airlines A320. And now let's go over to our next plane about to take off. The Aero Mexico 737 MAX heading off to Mexico City. There we go. Zoom out. We have Tahiti Nui about to take off. Tahiti Airlines. Tahiti Airlines. Aero Mexico with a nice takeoff. Fairly late takeoff too. It's using the same amount of runway that the Asiana A380 was using. Our next plane is going to be coming in from Salt Lake City. Let's turn back around. See if I can get a nice view of Delta Airlines. There we go. Coming in from Salt Lake City. Okay, nice landing. And we now have Air Tahiti Nui taking off. 787 Dreamliner, the quiet, luxurious limousine of the airplanes, heading off to Tahiti in a cool livery. What? It's delayed by 15 seconds. In case anything bad happens, it's delayed by 15 seconds so I can cut out the camera. Okay. Air Tahiti Nui taking off. I know we have American landing, but this is a special plane that we have to get a view of. American Airlines A220, I believe, coming in from, I think it's Phoenix, coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. And it's about to land. Let's see if I can get a view of that landing. I can't, okay. Mute my mic for a second, guys. Let me just focus on Air Tahiti Nui. My people are asking me right now, who is Warrior Butt Diamond? And that is, let me mute my mic. No, you cannot, but I can chat that after. Let me text him. Face reveal coming in 3 months. Face reveal coming in 3 months. What? Must be a new guy. Welcome in, Quick Nixon, whatever. Drawfee, whatever. Quick Draw Phoenix. Quick Draw Phoenix. We have 4 people on right now. Face reveal in 3 months. Quick Draw Phoenix, if you're watching right now, please don't forget to subscribe to Ches Aviation for more live videos like this. Don't forget to do that. Let's head back. We have American Airlines A321. Hi everyone. When I see my hand, I'll do a hand reveal. It's me. Hi. I can make it look like I'm grabbing the plane. Look at this, look at this. That's pretty cool, let's see. Let's keep going. Zoom in, focus the camera. Nice. On the other side, we have Fiji Airlines just landing. Fiji Airlines just landing from Fiji. And we also have Alaska Airlines taking off. And our next plane, I think it's going to either Vancouver or Calgary, I'm not sure. We have WestJet going to Canada. Going to the Canadas. Okay. Gotta take a selfie of myself right now.